Mick and Marie, obviously you guys wanted to see where you guys stacked up. How do you kind of feel? I know obviously it's tough for the loss, but you guys had them most of the game, and just that back and forth, it seemed like that one rebound maybe eluded you guys that they were able to kind of close it. How do you feel about the way you guys performed today?
I'm really, really proud of the team, and I think we played really well in stretches, and then we had some stretches which were like not as good and where we should have gotten the rebounds, but those are all mistakes we can eliminate, and it's all like hustle and experience. So I think we just learn from the mistakes and move on. It was really fun to play, and losing sucks, but we learn from it and we move on, and Beaver Nation has our back, and it was amazing.
For Coach and Mick, you guys both kind of talked about this game kind of being that measuring stick. How much can this go back to teaching from here on and so forth? What kind of lessons can you learn from this game? Whoever wants to go first.
I'm after you.
Okay. Well, I think that's the purpose of it. You know, I mean, that game film is gold. You know, we've got a lot of new faces in new places. You know, and Mick at the one, to Maddie starting, to Cap being out there 30 minutes, to Taylor being out there 20 or whatever, 19, and you know, so I think there's only growth. That's the only thing that could come from this. It's incredible game film. I mean, and so you wait for this moment. I think rebounding obviously was the difference. That was the deciding factor in this game, was their offensive rebounding. If we win the boards, we win the game, and they beat us by 11 and won the game. 21 offensive rebounds is too many. It's hard to overcome that, and so you go back to film and you get better just through experience, you know, and rebounding comes from experience. It comes from anticipation. It comes from, you know, seeing what's happening next and being one step ahead. That's how you beat people to the ball, let alone the athleticism. You know, and so last year's team, we were 6th in the nation, I think, in rebounding, and all those people were juniors and seniors. You know, this year we're freshmen, sophomores, and a senior. You know, and one junior, I guess. And so, you know, so that's the difference there. And so I think we just go back and watch it, evaluate it, and get better at all of it. You know, so it's absolute gold.
Scott, you've seen Michaela now lead this team, still young, still a sophomore. What's it been like, you know, and I'm going to ask this question to you too, Michaela, to see her grow as a leader in this, what's been a young season so far?
You start that one.
Well, I think each person has a new role this year, and we had a lot of graduating seniors last year that had a lot of experience. And I think each game we're learning new things and learning new ways to get the job done offensively. For myself, I still have a lot of work to do, getting us into sets quicker and finding mismatches when they're there. I know I missed Marie a couple times. But I think we're growing into those roles, and it's exciting to see our growth.
I mean, we have 9 turnovers today. You know, and I think that starts with the person that has the ball the most, you know, and so Mick up top just provides strength to this team. That's who she is, and, you know, you just know you've got an ultimate competitor with the ball in her hands, leading your team and calling plays, and it's a calming influence for a young team. You know, it's great to hear her be more vocal this year, because there's so many great things in there, and to hear it come out is phenomenal. It's what we need, you know. So I think she's fitting into the role flawlessly. I mean, it's really amazing. And so for her to do what she did today, to keep everything so simple, you know, against a savvy veteran team is really remarkable.
Scott, you all jumped out to such a quick start, and then every time they tried to make a move back, you guys answered with something. In the third quarter, I think you guys were up 46-44. The lead had been sliced down to 2. You took a timeout. What was your kind of message at that point? Because this is a fairly young team.
Well, I just told them not to be surprised by it. I mean, that was the main thing, was just to calm down. You know, they had beaten us in transition, so we were just off our game. And, you know, the first half, we controlled tempo. And at that moment, they were controlling tempo. They pushed it. And so, you know, they came out knowing that they had to change something. You know, and Jackie Young really was the one, I thought, that just made the difference in this game. I mean, she put her head down and just went to the rim second half. No matter who was there, she was going to the rim. And so to get momentum back, just to understand, hey, calm down. It's part of the game. And they're good. They're going to make runs. Now it's our turn, you know. And so just to get back into our system, get back into our set, and execute defensively like we had been.
Let's go with one more for Marie. In the first half, and for Mick, the first half, you guys' offensive rebounding was excellent. And second half, I think they out-rebounded you guys by 13, I want to say. What shifted from first to second? Because it seemed like each team had a very decidedly different half rebounding.
I think the first half, they didn't emphasize as much on their end. I know we were crashing really well in the first half, and I think they decided to box out a little better. But we gave up a little too many rebounds, especially offensive rebounds, second half especially.
I mean, I agree. I think, especially in the second half, it was harder to crush the boards offensively because they were running fast breaks in transition. So we had to like get back faster. But we just really have to work on those things, like rebounding, how Scott said. We really have to emphasize that and work on it. But it comes with experience, so we just like learn from mistakes.